Well, good morning and welcome to Friday. It's August the 23rd. I normally do this live, but this one's going to be pre-recorded because Dina has a little surgery procedure this morning. So I just want to jump in and read Proverbs 22 with you. Have a good cup of coffee. And dig into the word, y'all. So Proverbs 23 starts out, when you sit down to eat with a ruler, consider carefully what is before you and put a knife to your throat if you are a man given to appetite. Do not desire his delicious. Let me correct that. Do not desire his delicacies, for they are deceptive food. I'm sorry, I'm stumbling over my words this morning. Do not overwork to be rich, because of your own understanding cease. Will you set your eyes on that which is not? For riches certainly make themselves wings. They fly away like an eagle toward heaven. Do not eat the bread of a miser, nor desire his delicacies. For as he thinks in his heart, so is he. Eat and drink, he says to you, but his heart is not with you. The morsel you have eaten, you will vomit up and waste your pleasant words. Do not speak in the hearing of a fool, for he will despise the wisdom of your words. Do not remove the ancient landmark, nor enter the fields of the fatherless, for their Redeemer is mighty. He will plead their case against you. Apply your heart to instruction and your ears to words of knowledge. Do not withhold correction from a child, for if you beat him with a rod, he will not die. You shall beat him with a rod and deliver his soul from hell. Ooh, that's good stuff right there, y'all. I'm recording this on my cell phone. That's why the picture looks a little bit different this morning. And like I said, if you just joined it, getting in here, this is pre-recorded because we are driving when this will be released to Oklahoma City. My son, if your heart is wise, my heart will rejoice indeed, I myself. Yes, my inmost being will rejoice. When your lips speak right things, do not let your heart envy sinners, but be zealous for the fear of the Lord all the day. All the day, not just part of your day. For surely there is a hereafter, and your hope will not be cut off. Hear, my son, and be wise, and guide your heart in the way. Do not mix with wine-bibbers or with gluttonous eaters of meat. For the drunkard and for the glutton will come to poverty, and drowsiness will clothe a man with rags. Listen to your father who begot you, and do not despise your mother when she is old. Buy the truth and do not sell it. Also wisdom and instruction and understanding. The father of the righteous will greatly rejoice, and he who begets a wise child will delight in him. Let your father and your mother be glad, and let her who bore you rejoice. My son, give me your heart, and let your eyes observe my ways. For a harlot is a deep pit, and a seductress is a narrow well. She also lies in wait as for a victim, and increases the unfaithful among men. Who has woe, who has sorrow, who has contentions, who has complaints, who has wounds without cease, who has redness of eyes, those who linger long at the wine, those who go in search of mixed wine. Do not look on the wine when it is red, when it sparkles in the cup, when it swirls around smoothly. At the least, it bites like a serpent and stings like a viper. Your eyes will see strange things, and your heart will utter perverse things. Yes, you will be like one who lies down in the midst of the sea, or like one who lies at the top of the mast, saying, they have struck me, but I was not hurt. They have beaten me, but I did not feel it. When shall I awake, that I may seek another drink? That was a bad life. That's my other drink right there. As strong as it gets right there, coffee. Black coffee, hot and black, like an August night. And our August nights have really been kind of mild lately. So, a lot of good stuff in Proverbs 23. Let's jump over to Ephesians 6, chapter 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of God, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this age, against spiritual hosts of wickedness in the heavenly places. Therefore take up the whole armor of God, that you may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all, to stand. Now, think as we go through this, physically think you're putting this on. Stand therefore, having girded your waist with the belt of truth. I know you can't see here, with the belt of truth. Gird your waist with the belt of truth, having put on the breastplate of righteousness, and having shod your feet with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, taking the shield of faith, with which you will be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked one, and take up the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God, praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, being watchful to this end with all perseverance and supplication for all the saints. And this next part, a lot of people don't usually associate it with the armor of God. They don't take it out of the Bible, obviously, but I like to include it because it means a lot to me. And it starts chapter 19. That's where we're at now. Ephesians 6, verse 19. And for me, that utterance may be given to me, that I may open my mouth boldly. Don't, go out and share God. Open your mouth. Tell people about him. Don't just bite your tongue and say, that guy needs Jesus, and walk on. That's not good. You want to open your mouth boldly. That I may open my mouth boldly to make known the mysteries of the gospel, for which I am an ambassador in chains, that in it I may speak boldly as I ought to speak. And that's why I like to include that, because I don't ever want to bite my tongue when it comes to God. I want to share him everywhere I go, with everyone I know. So again, thank you for coming along with us. I love each and every one of y'all. I pray God's blessings on your day today, just poured out all over you. And we will see you tomorrow. God bless y'all.